Glad to have you with us from Ross H. Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. The Boilermakers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Huskies offense will go to work first. And here comes the sophomore running back. What a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to Washington. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Huskies with the 1st and 10. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Williams. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Now we see Ryan Brown. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he'll have to check his fillings after that flick, but he did get the first down. The Boilermakers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Williams. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Enough to move the chains. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. Complete to Williams. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes to the right. Past the 20. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house.
Great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Here's a give to Washington. Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Huskies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Washington. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for this offense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Fit it in the window for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
The Boilermakers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snaps it in the shotgun. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The misconnection leaves him with a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. They go to the counter. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Right side, it's Gibson. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington, as we get a look at the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. From the gun, it's Gibson. They put the brakes on it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
From deep, it's Washington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit. Makes the catch, and he's free. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to Washington. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Handoff, Washington goes left.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Defense all over him.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll go with Washington. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Play fake, Williams. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
Lets it fly. Turning it on. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
On play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! He got it, big down in bounds.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. He wants to take the top off. It's caught. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Making the adjustment on the play. Williams looking for a man. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Unloads in the nick of time.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Throwing, Williams takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now Washington uses his 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to throw on 1st. It's complete on the right side. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off 1 final play of the half. Drops back on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Boilermakers want to move quickly. The run inside. It's Gibson. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking for the edge. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Williams. Look out. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Got his man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback changing the play. They'll give it to Washington. Driven back.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Williams will pass. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll try the counter. Got the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Williams. Left side, it's Moss. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
and quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Moss. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it with Washington. Touchdown, Huskies! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Snags it. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's a give to Gibson. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So 1st down will open up the final period. Selling the fake. Makes the grab. It's Owens.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Boilermakers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Keeps it himself. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense stuffing?
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. The Boilermakers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Now on the counter. Knocked down immediately.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Here comes the heat. Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown, Purdue!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They'll They'll start on the ground with Washington. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He's changing the play. Here's a give to Washington. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He's past the sticks. Got touchdown, Huskies. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Purdue sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Snaps on 4th down. He'll pull it down. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll move the wide receiver. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Williams. Finds his man down the middle. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09 remaining on the clock.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Tough run here. It's Washington. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out trying to buy himself more time. Because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a grab. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's a give to Washington. Across the 25, he's got room. And he scores! Touchdown, Huskies! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Right down the middle. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. 2nd and long here. The snap sets up the throw. Left side is Owens. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, time and time again, this running back has found pay dirt. 3 rushing touchdowns, but nowhere to go that time. I think if you're on defense, the biggest key has got to be penetrating. And
touchdown, Huskies! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Out wide left, it's Townsend. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They're all over him. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's a give to Washington. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.